Hello everyone, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Adda247 North East. This particular session is for the upcoming examination to be conducted by MPSC for the post of LDA. So we have a very rapid fire, you can say marathon session, wherein you will find your GK, GS, current affairs as well as the computer part. So let's start with the current affairs as well as the GK, GS portion. So we shall move in a very rapid portion. So if you want, you can either reduce the speed of the video, or if you want to watch it at a much more faster pace, then you can obviously increase the speed for that particular video. So the first question for you all is that the Garo Dakmanda, which recently received the geographical indication tag, is a traditional product related to which of the following? It is a black pottery, it is an alcoholic beverage, it's a hand woven textile, or it is a musical instrument. Which of the following is it? Here your correct answer would be option C. It is a hand woven textile. So you can find here it is the Garo Dakmanda. So since it's Garo Dakmanda, from the name itself you can understand that the tribe it is associated is with the Garo tribe. Next question. The Larni pottery recently granted a GI tag from Meghalaya is uniquely known for being what? A blue pottery, black pottery, glazed terracotta pottery, or white clay pottery. What kind of a pottery is Larni pottery from Meghalaya? Here your correct answer would be option B. It's a kind of a black pottery. So if you look at the image for that particular pottery, here you can see it's a black pottery. From the image itself, you can see that there are bits and pieces of oranges here and there. So we have the pottery made out of clay, and then when it is fired or when it is baked, it turns into this colored, that is the black pottery. Next question. Subishi, a newly recognized GI product from Meghalaya, is classified as a what? A rice-based alcoholic beverage of the Garo tribe, traditional bamboo headgear, type of smoke fermented meat, or spiced traditional tea. What is your Subichi? Correct answer will be option A, rice-based alcoholic beverage of the Garo tribe. So here you can see served in your traditional bamboo, you can say cups. Next, which world-renowned spice from Meghalaya, famous for its exceptionally high curcumin content, holds a GI tag? Option Memang Narang, option B Lakarong turmeric, option C Mizo chili, or option D Khasi mandarin. So curcumin is a, you can say, active ingredient, biological ingredient, which is found in turmeric. Right? Turmeric is curcuma longa. So there the active ingredient which is there, biological ingredient which is there, that is known as curcumin. So here your correct answer would be option B, Lakarong turmeric. So Lakarong turmeric has curcumin content, very high curcumin content, and in India, the various places in India has its significant, you can say, signature turmeric varieties, and those signature turmeric varieties have also been awarded the GI tag. For example, your Orissa has Kandamal haldi, Tamil Nadu has Erode turmeric, Maharashtra has Sangli turmeric, and Meghalaya has Lakarong turmeric. And among all the turmeric that you are seeing here, that is the various varieties of turmeric available in India, the highest percentage of curcumin is found in your Lakarong turmeric. So for this, for the promotion of that Lakarong turmeric, a new scheme has been launched, an initiative you can say. It is the Mission Golden Spice to transform Meghalaya's GI tagged Lakarong turmeric into a global premium brand. For this particular initiative, 175.45 crores has been given. So you can already see that the Lakarong turmeric has 7 to 10% of more curcumin in comparison to the other varieties of turmeric. Next question. Which traditional silk from Meghalaya, often referred to as the Ahimsa silk and known for its thermal properties, has been recognized with a GI tag? Muga silk, Tussar silk, Rindia or Eri silk, or Mulberry silk? Here your correct answer is option C, Rindia or Eri silk is your answer. So Rindia silk, Meghalaya, originating from the Meghalaya's Khasi community, sustainable fabric made from the Eri silk. So Eri silk is also known as Ahimsa silk because we all know that the silk thread is obtained from the cocoon, right? Cocoon of the insect. Now, whenever you see that the silk cocoon is there. So within the cocoon, the organism is there. Now to get the thread, that cocoon is submerged into hot water, thereby killing the insect which is there inside. But for ahimsa silk, the insect is allowed to molt, meaning that it is allowed to convert into a butterfly so that it can live. But in the process, the cocoon is broken. So you can see that the ahimsa silk threads have certain kind of kinks everywhere. So those kinks are there because the cocoon is allowed to break so that the insect can molt into a butterfly. So that's why it is known as ahimsa silk. We are not killing an organism for our benefit. So that's why it is Eri silk, or Rindia silk is also known as ahimsa silk. Next question. The 100 Drums Festival of Meghalaya, a post-harvest Thanksgiving festival of the Garo tribe, is also known as what? Satshuk, Minsyam, Bedenkham, Wangla or Nongkrem? Very easy question. Correct answer here is your Wangla festival, right? It is a festival of the Garo tribe. So drums, 100 drums, Wangla festival, Garo hills of Meghalaya. Next question, Bedenkham. So Bedenkham is a prominent and vibrant festival celebrated primarily by which community of Meghalaya? The Khasis, the Garos, the Jaintias or the Panars and or the Hajongs. Celebrated during the month of July, when you can see that we have already planted our rice fields, we have already done our agricultural work. Now there is a festival which is Bedenkham. This particular festival is celebrated to drive away the evil forces. So that particular festival is again celebrated by the Jaintias or the Panars. I think it's pronounced as Nar. I'm very sorry for the butchering the pronunciations. Please let me know in the comment section. I think it's pronounced as Nar, right? Okay, so here you can see the rots, which is a characteristic feature of the Bedenkham festival. Next, the annual Satshuk Mensham festival is a traditional Thanksgiving dance festival celebrated by which of the following tribes? The Jaintias, the Khasis, the Garos or the Rabhas? Here your correct answer would be option C, the Garos. Satshuk Mensham is a Garo festival. So you can see here Satshuk Mensham. Oh, very sorry. It's the Khasi festival. Okay, very sorry. Wangla festival is for the Garos. Here it is your Khasis. Option B. Next, the Nongkrem dance festival is associated with the appropriation of the all-powerful goddess Kable Sinsar, Uble Shillong, Dakmanda or Saljong. Who among the following is the main goddess who is appropriated, or you can say who is worshipped during the Nongkrem dance festival? Here your correct answer is option A, Kable Sinsar. Next question. Which international festival celebrating the blooming of the Himalayan pink flowers is held annually in Shillong? November month. The options are Orchid Bloom Festival. Option B is Cherry Blossom Festival. Option C is Strawberry Festival, or option D is Rhododendron Festival. Correct answer, option B, Cherry Blossom Festival. The Cherry Blossom Festival has been gaining traction within India, as well as you can say it's gradually gaining a global presence also. So within the coming decade, we can say that the Cherry Blossom Festival from Meghalaya can be one of the greatest pullers for tourists. So the land of the cherry blossom, the Shillong. So you can see the Walls Lake area is replete with cherry blossom flowers. Next question. The Megong Festival. The Megong Festival, aimed at promoting the culture, tradition and the local beverages of the Garo people, is prominently held in which of the following place? Option is Shillong, Joai, Tura or Nongpo. Correct answer would be option C, Tura. Next question. The state government frequently organizes the annual Strawberry Festival in which of the following villages to boost agro-tourism? Options: Malin Nong, option D Solia, option C Nongriat or option D is Mafalong. So your correct answer is Solia, option B. So every year the Strawberry Festival is held in the village of Solia. Here you can see May 2nd and 3rd was when in this particular present year that particular festival was held. It was held in Solia, Umsing, and the district is Ribhoi district. Next question. What does the focus stand for in the context of the Meghalaya government's flagship scheme for farmers? So Meghalaya government has a flagship scheme for the farmers named as Focus, and you can say a revamped version is Focus Plus scheme. So what is the full form? Farmers optimization and credit under scheme, farmers collectivization for upscaling of production and marketing systems. Option C is farmers opportunity and credit utilization scheme, or option D is financial output and collectivization of unorganized sectors. Here your correct answer is option B, farmers collectivization for upscaling of production and marketing systems. Answer B. Next question. The Yes Meghalaya scheme aims to provide financial assistance and empower who among the following? So the Yes Meghalaya scheme is launched for which of the following brackets of the society? So options are rural area, women entrepreneurs in rural areas, in villages. Option B, youth organization and youth clubs. Option C, senior citizens lacking pension support. Or option D, ex-servicemen transitioning into a civil life. So here your correct answer would be option B. The Yes scheme is a flagship scheme for the youth of Meghalaya. So Yes Meghalaya launched in 2022, currently functioning under the Department of Sports and Youth Affairs. Next question. The CM Elevate program in Meghalaya is specifically designed to aggressively promote and fund which of the following? Tourism, agriculture and general entrepreneurship, primary education infrastructure, tertiary healthcare facilities. Tertiary healthcare meaning you have primary healthcare, then you have secondary healthcare, then you have tertiary healthcare. Primary healthcare is the healthcare which is provided to the citizens right nearer to your areas of residence. For example, say you want to get vaccinated, you want to be checked out for a fever, for say hypertension, and all these very, you can say, day-to-day ailments that a person suffers from. Cold, fever, cough, all these are dealt with in the primary health services. Then we have a step above it. First aid is again primary health services. So then we have a step above it, which is your secondary health services. So whatever is not within the scope of the primary health services, it goes to the secondary health services, right? So now the secondary health services are there. Now we have the specialized hospitals or nursing homes. So those are your tertiary care. Tertiary care is the end goal, or meaning that if you have been referred to the highest of the hospitals which is there in a particular area, that is your tertiary care hospitals. And option D is large-scale renewable energy plants. So here your correct answer is tourism, agriculture and general entrepreneurship. CM Elevate program is a flagship scheme of the government of Meghalaya for entrepreneurship. It wants to promote entrepreneurship among the people of Meghalaya. It will support 20,000 entrepreneurs with a total of 300 crores which has been provided for this particular scheme. Next question. What is the primary objective of the prime initiative launched by the government of Meghalaya? Poverty reduction through infrastructure, promotion and incubation of market-driven enterprises, primary rural infrastructure maintenance and expansion, or public road improvement in Meghalaya. So here your correct answer is option B. Promotion and incubation of market-driven enterprises is prime initiative. Next. Payment for ecosystem services, recently scaled up as the Green Meghalaya scheme, provides financial assistance to which of the following? Heavy industries for reducing their carbon footprint, communities and individuals for conserving natural forest, farmers for transitioning from organic to chemical fertilizers, urban municipalities for solid waste management. So here your correct answer would be option B, communities and individuals for conserving natural forest. For that we have the payment for ecosystem services earlier scheme, which has been again scaled up as the Green Meghalaya scheme. Now ecosystem services are all the services which we derive from the ecosystem which we are associated with. For example, say there is a village which is nearer to a forest. Now that village would be getting say wood, firewood, then if they have flocks of goat and sheep and all, then they would be getting, for those flocks of sheep and goat, they would be getting their grass and everything from that particular area. So those are your ecosystem services. Now ecosystem services not, you can say only these items. Water that we get, ecosystem service. Fresh air that we try to breathe is again ecosystem services. So every amenity that we derive from nature is ecosystem services. Next question. MHIS in Meghalaya, aimed at providing comprehensive health insurance coverage, is implemented in convergence with which central government scheme? Option is Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, option B Pradhan Mantri Kisan Yojana, PMSYMI or Pradhan Mantri FBY, Fasal Bima Yojana. Which scheme is associated with the MHIS scheme in Meghalaya? So here your correct answer is option A, Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, Ayushman Bharat. That is the scheme that is, you can say, converged with the MHIS scheme in Meghalaya. So the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya scheme or Ayushman Bharat scheme provides 5 lakh rupees for every family as a health benefit cover. So that is any family that visits a tertiary care hospital, so they can have cashless or they can access cashless medical benefits, and within the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana they would be entitled to rupees 5 lakh a year for every member of the family, meaning that within that 5 lakh everyone would be included. It's not like a family has 4 people, then everyone would be getting 5 lakhs. No, that's not how it occurs. So for one family, 5 lakh rupees. Now, the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana scheme has been amended. Senior citizens above the age of 70 have also been included in this particular scheme. So they would also be getting this medical benefit regardless of their income. Okay. Next question. The Meghalaya Early Child Development Mission is a multidisciplinary approach focusing primarily on children in the age group of 0 to 8 years, 6 to 14 years, 15 to 18 years or 1 to 3 years. Correct answer is 0 to 8 years. From birth to 8 years of age, this particular Meghalaya Early Child Development Mission is covering. Next question. The shared school bus system is a component of which state government society initiative and aimed at easing traffic congestion? Meghalaya Mobility Scheme, Chief Minister's Rural Transport Scheme, Sustainable Transport and Efficient Mobility Scheme, STEMS or MTC Revamp Plan. So you must be seeing this yellow and green buses plying in Shillong, and it is under this STEMS initiative. So correct answer here is option C. Next question. The State Rural Livelihood Scheme in Meghalaya often works in tandem with which of the national scheme to promote women's self-help groups? The NRLM, that is the National Rural Livelihood Mission, Manrega or Enrega, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana or Swachh Bharat Mission. Correct answer would be your National Rural Livelihood Mission. So the National Rural Livelihood Mission is an initiative which aims at providing sustainable rural livelihood through community participation, meaning that a group of people in a village would be participating in this particular initiative and then they would be engaged in sustainable rural livelihoods. Next question. The 5th edition of the Meghalaya Games was historically held or hosted for the very first time outside Shillong in early 2024. Where was it held? It was held in Juai, it was held in Tura, Nongstoin or William Nagar. Now remember that the Meghalaya Games used to be held in Shillong itself. But the 5th edition, which was held in January of 2024, it was historically held for the very first time outside of Shillong, and here your correct answer is Tura. The 6th Meghalaya Games, which was held last year, 2025 January, it was held in Juai. So here you have the 5th Meghalaya Games. This is the common hill myna, which is the state bird of Meghalaya, and you have the clouds representing Meghalaya. So this is the, you can say, the mascot for the 5th Meghalaya Games held in West Garo Hills, Tura. Next is the 6th Meghalaya Games. It was held in Juai, that is West Jaintia Hills, and this is the mascot from the 6th Meghalaya Games, that is Kiang, Yu Kiang. Next question. Meghalaya has been in the pipeline and actively building infrastructure to host which upcoming edition of the National Games? 37th edition of the National Games, 38th National Games, 39th or 40th National Games. So 2027, the National Games would be held in Meghalaya. That is the 39th edition of the National Games. So 39th National Games coming to Meghalaya in 2027. Next question. The Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, which was recently renovated and upgraded with a world-class artificial turf and synthetic track, is located in Tura, Shillong, Nongpo or Jowai. Here your correct answer is option B, Shillong. Moving on to the next question. Schools from Meghalaya have historically performed exceptionally well and won national titles in the famous Subroto Cup, which is associated with which of the following sports? Hockey, football, athletics or basketball. So here your correct answer is option B, football. Subroto Cup is associated with football. Next question. Meghalaya played a key role as a co-host alongside other Northeast states for which major university level sporting event in early 2024? Options are Khelo India Youth Games. Option B is Khelo India University Games, which was termed as Ashtalakshmi also, or World University Games or National School Games. Correct answer is option B. So in 2024, the Khelo India University Games under the Khelo India umbrella was held in the northeastern states, with Assam and Meghalaya being the prime host states, and it was also termed as the Ashtalakshmi hosting states. Next question. Shri Hali War of CH Village, Meghalaya was conferred the Padma Shri Awards in the year 2026 for his outstanding contribution to which of the following? Folk music preservation, social work and environmental conservation, that is bioengineering, Khasi literature or traditional sports. Correct answer here is option B, social work and environmental conservation. Next question. Selbi Pasa, a recipient of the Padma Shri in 2024 from Meghalaya, is renowned for her distinguished contribution in the field of handloom, agriculture, art or public affairs. Here your correct answer would be option C, art. Selbi Pasa. Next question. Risingbar Kurkalang, who received the Padma Shri in 2024, is widely recognized for his craftsmanship in making and playing traditional musical instruments of which of the following tribe? Garo tribe, Khasi tribe, Jaintia tribe or Hajong tribe? Correct answer here would be option B, the Khasi tribe. Next question. Which Padma Shri awardee from Meghalaya is famously known globally for spearheading the cultivation of Lakarong turmeric? So you have already seen the Lakarong turmeric GI tagging and the curcumin and the other varieties of turmeric with high curcumin amount available in India. So here your options are Trinity Sai, Badaplin War, Nanadro B Marak or Silbi Pasa. So here your correct answer is Trinity Sayo. He is globally acclaimed as the person who is associated or who is behind the, you can say, the fame of Lakarong turmeric. Next. Late Purno Agitok Sangma, former Chief Minister of Meghalaya and Lok Sabha Speaker, was posthumously awarded which civilian honor of India? Option is Padma Shri, option B is Padma Bhushan, option C Padma Vibhushan or option D is Bharat Ratna. Here your correct answer would be option C, Padma Vibhushan. He has been awarded with the Padma Vibhushan. Next question. Which renowned author from Meghalaya became the very first writer in English from the region to receive the Sahitya Academy Yuva Puraskar for the novel Boats on Land? Now the Sahitya Academy Yuva Puraskar is provided, or you can say given, to the authors below the age of 35 years who have contributed significantly to all the scheduled languages, and which is again instituted in the constitution itself. So who among the following has been awarded with the Sahitya Academy Yuva Puraskar? Kimpyam Singh Nonkri, Janice Pariat, Eastrin Kir or Temsula Au? Here your correct answer is Janice Pariat. Next question. Although Khasi is not currently in the 8th schedule, outstanding writers in the Khasi language have been historically recognized by the Sahitya Academy under which of the following awards? The Gyanpith Award, the Bhasha Samman Award, the Saraswati Samman Award or the Vyas Samman. Now remember, the Gyanpith Award is provided, or you can say given out to literateurs who write in the languages which are listed in the 8th schedule. Now, the other literateurs who write in many other languages, those literateurs are, you can say, honored under the Bhasa Samman Award. The Saraswati Samman Award is provided exclusively for literatures or writers or authors who write in the Hindi language. Okay. Next question. Professor Kinpam Singh Nongkri, a highly acclaimed and award-winning writer from Meghalaya, primarily writes his literary works in which of the following languages? Garo in English language, Khasi in English language, Jaintia in Hindi language, or Bengali in English language? Your correct answer here would be option B, the Khasi and the Jaintia English language. There is an ongoing official resolution and public demand to include which two major indigenous languages of Meghalaya into the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution? Khasi and Garo, Khasi and Jaintia, Garo and Rabha, or Khasi and Boru? Correct answer here would be the Khasi and the Garo languages. There has been a demand, popular demand, for it to be included into the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution. Next question. Which organization acts as the primary apex literary body promoting the Khasi language, literature and its constitutional recognition in Meghalaya, meaning that inclusion in the 8th schedule of the Constitution? The Khasi Authors Society, the Meghalaya Literary Forum, Shillong Sahitya Samaj, or Tribal Literature Society? Here your correct answer would be option A, Khasi Authors Society. Next question. The Meghalaya or Meghalaya Enterprise Architecture project brought laurels to the state by winning the prestigious United Nations Award at the WSIS Forum. What is its core sector? What is the core sector that it is associated with? Organic farming, e-governance and digital payment delivery, tourism promotion, or water conservation? Here your correct answer would be option B, e-governance and digital service delivery. Next question. Meghalaya has previously been awarded and appreciated by the World Health Organization for its significant and effective efforts in which of the following area? Malaria eradication, tobacco control, maternal health improvement, or COVID-19 management? Here your correct answer would be tobacco control. So for the tobacco control measures, the Meghalaya government as well as the people of Meghalaya has been appreciated by the World Health Organization also, and the efforts have been effective. It's not like the efforts have been made and that is all that was done. No, the efforts have been effective and people have been able to, or you can say the Meghalaya government has been successful in basically eradicating the tobacco use. Obviously, not the whole of the population has not been eradicated, only you can say a portion of the population, but it is a very positive change. Next question. The state of Meghalaya has been recognized in the National Water Awards primarily for its innovative initiatives and excellence in rainwater harvesting and water conservation, large-scale hydropower generation, inland river navigation, deep groundwater extraction. Here your correct answer would be rainwater harvesting. Next question. Morning Nong in Meghalaya, which has received numerous tourism awards and international recognition, is famously dubbed as what? Everybody knows that. Without giving the options also, we can you can answer it. That is your Asia's cleanest village. Right? Okay. So correct answer would be your option B. Just give me a minute. Yeah, so Asia's cleanest village. So correct answer would be option B. Next question. In July 2026, a new species named Shithia meghalayensis was discovered in the state, adding to its endemic biodiversity. Endemic meaning that any species which is not found in any other area, only to that particular area. If we are talking about Meghalaya, any species which is found only in Meghalaya, strictly in Meghalaya, we shall call those species as endemic to Meghalaya. Endemic biodiversity, to which of the following biological categories does the species belong? Options are cave-dwelling blind fish, bush frog, red algae, or miniature micro snail. Here your correct answer would be option C, red algae. Next question. The newly discovered miniature cave-dwelling microsnail Georissa meghalayensis, identified in June 2026, was primarily documented near the entrance of which prominent cave system in Meghalaya? Options are Siju Cave, Kremliat Pra, Krempuri or Mausmai cave? Correct answer here would be your Krempuri. Okay, option C. Next question. A new species of snake documented in April 2026 was formerly named Calamaria garoensis. In which specific geographical region of Meghalaya was this species originally found? Garoensis. So your correct answer would be option C, Garo Hills, right? It has been named after the tribe itself. So obviously it would be found in the Garo Hills area. Next question. What does the term Jado culturally refer to in the nomenclature of the newly discovered bush frog species Rauchestis jado, described in July 2025? So what does the term Jado culturally refer to? Sacred forest grove protected by local deities, that is your sacred forest grove. Traditional Khasi rice and meat dish, a Khasi vernacular term for a frog, or a prominent peak in the East Khasi Hills. Here your correct answer would be traditional Khasi rice and meat dish, that is your Jado. Next question. The fish species Chistura denclivi, discovered inside the Krem-Mojim cave system in May 2025, is noted for which of the following distinct characteristics that is highly unusual for deep cave dwelling organisms? Complete absence of eyes and pigmentation. Option B, presence of functional eyesight and visible body pigmentation. Option C, unique bioluminescent property on its dorsal fin. Option D, an ability to survive purely in subterranean saltwater pools. Here your correct answer is option B. See, in deep cave dwelling organisms where there is not much light, eyesight is of no use. So most of them are blind. And also pigmentation is of no use. What is this of the pigmentation, right? They do not have to have the pigmentation to attract any organism or to stave off any predators. So let's say pigmentation is of no use, but is an exception that this Chistura denclivi, though it is a deep cave dwelling organism, it has a functional eyesight as well as visible body pigmentation. So the scientists have been stumped that because they have been having a blanket, you can say a concept that deep cave dwelling organisms do not have any eyesight or they do not have any pigmentation. Next question. Which national park in Meghalaya is famously referred to as the land of spirits by the indigenous communities and serves as a critical habitat for the Asian elephant and the Indian bison? Options are Nokrek National Park, Balpakram National Park, Narpu Wildlife Sanctuary, or your Nongklim Wildlife Sanctuary. So here your correct answer is option B, Balpakram National Park. Okay. Next question. The Nokrek National Park has been designated as a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, is globally recognized as an essential gene pool for the preservation of which specific citrus species. So now see, wherever you find that you have a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, the biosphere reserves are specifically there for the preservation of the flora, fauna, the human community which is associated with it, as well as the gene pool of the flora, fauna and the human community. So here your correct answer would be option A, Memang Narang, or your Citrus indica. Next question. The Bagmara Pitcher Plant Sanctuary situated in the South Garo Hills district is a protected area primarily established to conserve which endemic floral species or flora species? I have already explained to you, endemic means present in only one particular geographical area. We are talking about Meghalaya, so this particular floral species is present only in Meghalaya. Options are Nepenthes khasiana, Drosera burmanni, option C, Vanda coreluia, or option D is Dendrobium nobile. Here your correct answer is Nepenthes khasiana. Next question. The Nongklim Wildlife Sanctuary, often regarded as one of the best protected biodiversity areas in Meghalaya, is located within which administrative district? East Khasi Hills, Ribhoi, West Jaintia Hills, or Southwest Garo Hills? Correct answer is Ribhoi district. So 50th question and the last question for this particular session. It's not the end of the session. Jury ma'am would be here with your GK, GS as well as the computer part. The last question is the Narpu Wildlife Sanctuary, critically significant for the conservation of species such as the Hulock gibbon and the Oriental pied hornbill, is situated in which region of Meghalaya? Garo Hills, Khasi Hills, Jaintia Hills or Ribhoi? Here your correct answer would be Narpu is situated in Khasi Hills. So that's all from my side. Before ending this particular session, I'd like to basically show you, because many of the students had queries about the food control SI post that has been recently advertised. So within Google, you go to Adda247. So here you would be able to do that. So here you see government jobs. So there, just a minute. So there you click. So here you can see state exams, right? So in the state exams, you click and just go towards Northeast states, and then you will get another tab. Here you will see just towards the down portion, Meghalaya state exams, right? So here you can click and then you will be able to see this. The Sub Inspector of Supply, Director of Food, Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs post, Sub Inspector of Supply. The classes in this particular batch will start from 31st of August. So all those aspirants who are appearing for this particular exam, please do join us in this particular batch. Classes shall start from 31st of August, and we have a calling number 081300 You can kindly call into this number, and then you would be able to know not only about this particular batch, any other batches. If you're preparing for central government exams also, then also you can talk to them. So that's all for today, and the next portion would be carried on by Judy ma'am. Hello ma'am.
Hello ma'am. Thank you ma'am for the classes. So I hope everyone have seen their classes well. So I shall start with my GK portion along with the computer portion, and I hope this will be important for your upcoming exam. And as you have seen, you have almost half of the portion now with computer part, right? So now I'll be starting with the computer, geography and a few questions of science for your session. Let's start. So before starting, I am again asking you to download our Adda247 app for all the updated question papers and anything related with your exam or PYQ or sample paper. You can go or get everything in our Adda247 app. So starting from the first question. So the first question is, the answer has been popped up. Okay, where in India is the first indigenously built atomic power plant located? So atomic power plant, as you all know, our India is now a nuclear free nation. So yes, when we say about our nuclear power plant, India has their own nuclear power plant. These are some of the nuclear power plant which are there in India. So the question is the first indigenously built power plant of India. So the first one, you can see here the year. So the oldest one is the Tarapur Atomic Power Station. So Tarapur Atomic Power Station, which is located at Maharashtra, this is the oldest power station of atomic power station of India. Along with that, the recent one is the Kaiga Nuclear Power Plant. So apart from that, Kalpakkam Madras Atomic Power Station, which is power station that was built in 1984. Recently here prototype breeder reactor was been built in this particular power station. So you have to remember at least few names of the atomic power station which are located in our India. Next question. Who is the founder of www? You all have seen we use this particular word before charging anything, like now as ma'am have shown you our Adda247 app. So there also you can find our link. Before that we have those three words, that is www, which is World Wide Web. So this was first used or founded by who? Is it Ajay V. Watt, Tim Berners-Lee, Ericsson or DARPA? So when we say about www, it is first founded by Tim Berners and Lee. So he is also known as father of www. He have also said a very famous line, you affect the world by what you browse. So yes, whatever you are browsing, everything is now a history. We can see, we can next time if I am browsing the same thing, we just have to give one word, everything comes up in our screen, right? Next question. The Mowenlong village, which is also known as Asia's cleanest village, it was named as Asia's cleanest village in the world record by the year 2003 or 5 itself. So yes, this is a very proud moment for us, for the people of Northeast, because when we say about the world's wettest place, that is also in Mawsynram, which is at Shillong, and when we say about the cleanest place of Asia, that is also here in Meghalaya itself, that is Mawenlong, and it is located at the East Khasi Hills. I think everyone is aware of this particular answer. When we say about Mawenlong village, it is located at East Khasi Hills, and distance from main Shillong is around 76 to 90 kilometer, and it was named as Asia's cleanest village by Discovery India magazine in the year 2003. Do you remember this question? Next, exercise Maitri is a joint military drill between India and which country? You have to remember this question because it is an important current affairs for the Meghalaya aspirants who are giving any upcoming exam in the coming years. So when we say about exercise Maitri, the 14th version of this particular exercise, that is that was held in Shillong itself, and that was the earlier version. The next exercise Maitri between India and Thailand, that will be held on Thailand itself. Previous one was been done at Shillong. See the place name, it was at Umroi, Meghalaya. It was held between September 1st to 14th of September 2025. This year 15th version will be held at Thailand at Surat Thani. The place is Surat Thani. That will be held between August 18 to August 31st, means today is 20. So it is now already going on, the 15th version of exercise Maitri. So what is exercise Maitri? It is an alternate hosting between India and Thailand, and it is mainly bilateral exercise, means division of power between the armies. You can see army to army. It was first held by the year 2006. Next question. Identify the desert with the help of given information. In every year, one or two question you are able to find where it is related with either desert or any big water body. So here today's question is, there is a desert where you can find large deposits of sodium nitrate in the desert. It is also the driest non-polar place of the world, and it is a cool coastal type desert. Usually the desert are very hot, some are very cold, like if you can see here, I have not mentioned, right, Antarctica, it is also means cold desert. So when we say about this desert, the biggest desert of the world, area wise the biggest one is the Antarctica. May it be a cold desert, but when we say about this desert is located at Chile. It is a very peculiar kind of desert. It is the Atacama desert. It is at South American continent, stretching around 1600 kilometer in northern Chile. It somehow looks like this. See, it is a very dry place, okay, coastal type desert. Means the desert that we usually see in Rajasthan or any other place, it is somehow a bit different from those places, okay. Next, sorry. So this question is about UPI. So from few days you all are able to see, like the news on UPI are being frequently coming in our news, right? So this is about India unveiled the UPI UPU's integration project at which event. So this is also our recent current affairs. So when we say about this particular event, this is done by the Minister of Northeastern region. He is also the minister who is seeing our Northeastern region. He is none other than Adda247 Scindia, and he recently unveiled this event in the 28th Universal Postal Congress that was occurred at Dubai. You can see so this is the Congress, UPU Congress, and it was held the last year, and it was done by Sri Adda247 M. Scindia. He is the Union Minister for Communication, also development of NER, this Northeastern region, announced a package of USD $10 million so that our UPI system, we can use this UPI system in the other countries as well. Next question. Thomas Cup is related to which among the following sport? Last year in the LDA exam, one question was asked about Rangaswamy Cup. So the names of different cups or different sports of India are frequently asked in the exams. So this is also one sport that is related with which type of sport? When we say about the Thomas Cup, so Thomas Cup, it is mainly related with badminton. It was named after Sir George Thomas, who first introduced this sport. He was a former player and also a prominent figure in this particular sport. Okay, this sport is held after every 2 years. Next, total numbers of members in the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly are. So this is a very important question. As you have seen, you have at least 2 or 3 or sometimes 5 questions from polity part as well. Polity, and few questions are there from history part, which are medieval history, or some are from means recent history, historic development, any development or any means archaeological discovery that has been recently got. So such questions are also asked. So when we say about legislative assembly, Shillong or Meghalaya have a total of 60 total members. Amongst them 55 belongs to ST categories, 5 belong to unreserved, and the total length the term is around 5 years. Next question, an electronic part that sends signal from one part of computer to another. So this is a definition of a particular question. What is the answer? Is it logic gate, modem, bus, or serial port? What will be the answer here? So whenever we say about sending a signal from one computer to that of other, that is known as what? It is also known as, it is a bus. We say as either address bus, data bus, control bus. Okay, do remember this is also known as bus. Next question, which solar project in Madhya Pradesh is recognized one of the world's largest single site solar plant? So what will be the answer? This is also a recent current affairs question related to geography. Whenever we say about solar project, it is the largest single site solar plant of the world. What is the answer? Sorry. Yes. So whenever we say about solar power project, it is the Rewa solar project. This is one of a kind in the world. Next, the Earth satellite Aryabhatta was put in orbit by India on. So this question was asked last year's 2025 LDA exam of Meghalaya. So this question was on the first artificial satellite of India. It is name of the Greek mathematician of India. So he is Aryabhatta. He first started the concept of maths or arithmetic here in India, and the first satellite was launched by April 1975. It was launched at Kapustin Yar, Soviet Union. Now it is the Russia, and this was the date. The vehicle is Cosmos 3M and the weight was 360 kg. It was the famous 5th century Indian astronomer and mathematician. Whenever we say about the name Aryabhatta. Next question, specific gravity is defined as a ratio between or a ratio or a density of. How we can define specific gravity? This is an important question of science. What will be the answer here? Yes. So whenever we say about specific gravity, we measure this to the density of water. We compare how heavy a material is to the density of water. Next question, a balloon filled with hydrogen. So whenever we fill a balloon with hydrogen and we tend to fly the balloon, what will happen to the balloon up? So the question is on that. What will happen? Will it continue to grow up without any interruption? Will reach a particular height or keep floating? It will burst after reaching some height, or it will start coming downwards. What will be the answer here? Yes. So whenever we say about a balloon, so the balloon will be going up and it will burst after reaching a particular height. Okay. So air pressure outside drops, the gas inside pushes outward and make the balloon grow bigger. The rubber skin cannot hold the stretch and pops at high altitude. So this is the reason when a hydrogen filled balloon has been risen up, it will burst after a particular height. Okay. Next, India's longest bridge. This is also one question that have came last year. The longest bridge, this is the rail bridge. Okay, so whenever we say about the rail road bridge of India, it is the Thola Sadia bridge. It is located in Assam. One side it is Assam, the other side it is connecting Arunachal Pradesh. Means this is a direct connection between Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. So the question is, it is built over which tributary of Brahmaputra river? What will be the answer? Is it Kameng river, Lohit, Subansiri, or Manas river? Yes. So whenever we say about this bridge, it is located over the tributary of Brahmaputra, that is the Lohit river. It is officially named as Bhupen Hazarika Setu. It is named after the great singer from Assam, Bhupen Hazarika. So it is a 9.15 kilometer long bridge, beam bridge, and it spans Lohit river, connects village of Thola to Sadia, and providing a vital permanent link to neighboring state, that is Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, next question. India for the Indians. It is a message. It was given by which leader? This is a question of history. So whenever we say about such line, it is mostly asked like who gave this line, which famous leader gave this line. So whenever we say about this particular line, it was given by Dayanand Saraswati. He is the one who gave this particular line. Next question. How many national teams are competing in the final tournament of the 2026 FIFA World Cup? As you have all seen, and I also know that Meghalaya is a very good supporter of football. Many players I have seen from football, they are showing from there. Means there are few videos where I have seen many girls are also there which are representing football very nicely in the national stage, and yes, that is required. And whenever we say about football, this is the biggest of football game we say as FIFA, and FIFA recently has completed. Thus winner was Spain, and the total teams contributing to this particular FIFA World Cup this time was 48. Earlier it was 32. Now the total number of teams have risen up. It is 48 this time, and these are the three nations which are the host cities of FIFA. Like the one US, they are hosting maximum matches. Then next is Canada, and the one is Mexico. Among them, the ones who won this time, three are from Spain. Best young player Pau Cubarsí, he is from Spain. Golden Globe was got by Unai Simon. Golden Ball by Rodri, while means Mbappe got the golden boot. So he also got a golden boot in the last session, in the last FIFA as well. And three are from Spain, while when we say about Mbappe, he was from France. Okay, do remember the players. Next question. Which country recently launched its homegrown space rocket Nuri? So whenever we say about space rocket, so what will be the answer? And whenever we say about space, there are few countries, only those are mainly active in this space cycle, while the rest country are mainly focused on either transporting of oil, or some are busy in IT sector. So whenever we say about space and all technology, it is always Japan or China. So here, as it is not mentioned, it will be South Korea. So South Korea, it is very famous for such invention, and it is the one which first launch is homegrown space rocket. The name is Nuri. Next question. Which one is the largest tribal group of Meghalaya? So I think you all know 48% of the tribal population in Meghalaya belong to which tribe? It is the Khasi. So Khasi is the largest tribe of central and eastern parts of the state, while second most is the Garo, and the third is the Jaintia tribe. Next, which institute has recently developed AI powered robots for border surveillance? So you have to remember, because these are some of the current affairs of northeastern state. So whenever we say about northeast, I think you all have guessed the answer. What will be the answer then? So AI powered robots, this was mainly done for surveillance of India and Bangladesh border. It is mainly done by IIT Guwahati. So this is also a recently current affairs, and IIT Guwahati backed up startup developed one AI powered robot for border surveillance. Next question, when was Meghalaya officially separated from Assam? This is like a common question, maximum times this question has been asked. So whenever we say about separation of Meghalaya from Assam, so it is officially separated in which year? Yes. So whenever we say about Meghalaya, it was officially separated in the year 1972. 2 year you have to remember. First is it have became an autonomous state on April 2, 1970, while on 1972 it became a fully independent state. Next question, which Indian astronaut has been selected for the Axiom 4 mission to the International Space Station? So whenever we say about Axiom 4 mission, apart from that, one more question which may come in your exam, like he recently got one award because of this particular mission, and he is the second person to go into space after Rakesh Sharma, means second Indian to go into space after Rakesh Sharma. He is none other than Shubhanshu Shukla. He was selected for NASA and ISRO mission to ISS, and he got recently Ashok Chakra award, which is the highest peacetime gallantry award on the recent Republic Day 2026. Remember the name, he is Shubhanshu Shukla. Next question. Yes, before going to next question, I am saying you one thing. You have to, those who are the aspirants of Sub-Inspector of Supply, you can see our classes will be starting from 31st of August. You can call in this number for any query, okay? For any query, you can call in this number, and this batch will be completely in English medium, and this is the foundation batch. Those who are preparing for MPSC LDA exam or any upcoming exam of Meghalaya, you can also contact for this batch. For this batch also, you can call us in the same number, which is 9240-231041. Next, if all the network components are connected to the same cable, then the certain topology is called. Think, this is a one network. So if these are connected like this, what will be the network connection called? This will not be a star topology. Star will be somehow looking like this. Ring topology, bus topology, or mesh. It is not mesh, because mesh will be somehow, it will be looking like this. Okay. So answer, it is bus topology. Whenever we say like they are connected all to the same cable, it looks like this. These are the terminator region, while these are the nodes. Okay. Next question, which level language is also known as the assembly language? So whenever we say about assembly language, what is the assembly language called? Is it high level, medium level, low level, or machine language? Yes. So whenever we say about assembly language, it is a type of low level language. So low level language is the type of assembly language, while when we say about high level language, those are C, Java, Python. Here in high level, we do not use 0 and 1. Instead of that, we use number, symbol, and abbreviation. Next, which of the following is not a modifier key? Modifier key are those, for with the help of them we can modify any function. Now you think you want to change your letter to small to capital or capital to small. For that reason, we either use shift key, right? We also sometimes use alt key, but among them, the not modifier key one is insert. Insert does not comes into play when we say about modifier key. These are the 4 modifier key which we see in our keyboard. Okay. Next question, lines connecting the point of equal salinity are called. So whenever we say about saline, what is the type of lines when we say about saline? Because last time it was asked about salinity, once it was asked about heights, iso heights also. Yes, so whenever we say about equal salinity, those are known as isohalines. Okay, do remember, these are the areas with equal salinity, while equal temperature isotherm, isobar equal atmospheric pressure, isoheight, equal rainfall precipitation, equal water depth, isobath. Next, the new begonia species, the name is Tauna bukuchulu. It is named after the deputy minister of Arunachal Pradesh. Yes, the answer is Arunachal Pradesh. So this is a new species of flower that was discovered by this name. You can see it was named as Chauna Bukuchulu to honor the Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh. Next question. Who was the first Chief Minister of Meghalaya? This is a very easy question. This question came last year. So whenever we say about the first Chief Minister, he was Captain Williamson Sangma, right? Yes, so in the month of October, we celebrate the death and birth anniversary of the first Chief Minister of Meghalaya. Next question, when was STEM Foundation Hub and Soil Organic Carbon Detection Lab inaugurated in Shillong? This question came on 2024 LDA exam. So this was one PYQ and this is a new inauguration in Shillong. So whenever we say about this particular hub, it was launched on January 2025 of 31st January. It was inaugurated by the Chief Secretary of Meghalaya by Dr. D.P. Wanglang. Next, whenever we say about fat, it is not fat like we say na, like that person is very fat. It is the fat which is related with computer. So whenever we say computer, the full form of fat is file allocation table. Okay, whenever we say about fat, it is the full form. Next question, Ningol Chokoba festival is celebrated in which state? This is celebrated mainly by the female people of that particular state. When a girl is been married, the parental family decides to celebrate this festival. It is to bring the daughter together and celebrate joy, immense joy, and also they have a feast when this particular festival is being celebrated. Yes, this festival is being celebrated at Manipur. You also have to know their dresses, means at least you have to know the dress and means traditions of the northeastern states, the 7 states and one the brother states of northeast. Next, which edition of national game is the state Meghalaya scheduled to host in the year 2027? So you the people of northeast will be very much benefited with this particular games, because the new national games session which will be held on the year 2027, so that will be held or that will be mainly hosted by Meghalaya, and that will be which version? That will be the 39 version of national game that will be held by Meghalaya. Do remember, this is a very important question for upcoming exams. The 39 version national games will be hosted by Meghalaya. Next question, Microsoft first introduced the operating system named Windows in which year? So at which year Microsoft first introduced the operating system? What is the name? Microsoft. And when was this first started? Yes, so Microsoft, it was first started by Bill Gates along with his partner Paul Allen. It was first started by the year 1985 with their first operating system, which is a single operating system, MS-DOS. Okay, November 20, 1985, it was first introduced. Next, which is the heaviest natural occurring element on the earth? So whenever we say about the heaviest element, it is mainly used, we usually use this in nuclear reactions. Atomic number of this particular element is 92. It is uranium. It is the highest means weight element of earth, and yes, it naturally occurs in our earth's crust. Okay, next question, in which year UNESCO added Nokrek National Park to the list of biosphere reserve? So whenever we say about biosphere reserve, we have a total of 18 biosphere reserve in India. So Nokrek is one among them, and these are some of the biosphere reserve. The first one is the Nilgiri, and Nokrek was designated as biosphere reserve on the year 2009. It is at Meghalaya. Next, artificial satellite which revolves around the earth and transmit information from earth is basically called. So these are located adjacent to equator at a distance of 36,000 kilometers. Okay, so these are mainly for satellite communication, for weather forecasting. They are known as geostationary satellite. It looks like this. These are placed over the equator, follows the equatorial plane of the earth. Okay, this is the answer. What is the shortcut key to open? Currently, miss, you are opening a document, you have to close the document. For that, which shortcut key you will be using? W, D, T or B? you have to remember few shortcut key. This is mostly asked in your exam. So whenever we say about a shortcut key, these are few of the shortcut keys of Microsoft Word. To close the document immediately, we use Control plus W. What is the maximum number that each of the 4 parts of an IP address have? So IP address has 4 parts like this. So this are an octet. They are asking what is the maximum number each of them will be having. So maximum number, yes, it is 255, and this we say as quadrant, as they are divided into 4 parts, 8 bits. The total is 0 to 255. So answer is number B. Which of the following is the non-volatile memory? What is the difference between volatile and non-volatile? Like for example, I am doing a function, I have after doing my function, I have switched off my computer. So that is a volatile memory. After switching off, all the functions of the computer will be means erased or gone after switching off. That is volatile. When we say about non-volatile, that is ROM. Rest all, RAM, cache, memory are all those volatile memory. Next, while searching information in internet, we may come across HTTPS. So what does this S represents here? Secure short storage system or secret. So whenever we say about HTTPS, the S here represents secure connection. Okay, REST HTTP says as hypertext transfer protocol. Next, the second generation computer was built by Transistor. So it was built on which university? Oxford, Stanford, ETH, or University of Manchester. Yes, so whenever we say about second generation computer, it was done by University of Manchester. Next, which of the following was world's first electronic programmable computing device? So whenever we say about computing device, is it Adda247 ENIAC PC or Colossus? So the first one is which one? It is the Colossus. It was developed during the Second World War. This is the Colossus. Which of the following order is true based on a distance? So you have to match from highest to the smallest. So the highest one is WAN and the smallest among this is LAN. Last one is the correct one. You can see this at a distance. This is the smallest. After that, LAN connection, metropolitan area network. The last one is WAN. To connect the earth from one place to other, we can use WAN connection. For a distance between 10 km, WAN connection. It is for a small distance around 1 km. This is a personal area network. Our Wi-Fi connection is an example of personal area network. Next, which of the following microbes cause disease like polio and chickenpox? So what are these diseases caused by? Bacteria, protozoa, algae, or virus? So we all know when we say about at least chickenpox, this is a communicable disease. If someone suffering from chickenpox touches us, we will be also having same disease. Those are viral disease. While you also have to remember disease that are caused by bacteria, protozoa, and algae as well. Next, when you have a high level of urea in your blood, means which of the following organ has been destroyed, or what happened in our body that are causing high level of urea in the blood? So urea is a means byproduct. It is waste of our body. Waste are mainly released by our kidney, means our first kidney has been damaged. That is the reason why our urea level is been high, means it is seen as higher than the rest. So what do you mean by chromosomes? When we say about chromosomes, how do they look like? They look like the structure of X. What are there in between? These are supercoiled structures of DNA. Along with DNA, there are few proteins that are made up in the chromosomes. It somehow look like this. You can see this is how our nucleotide looks like. This is the structure of DNA. These are held together by some positive proteins because our DNA is negatively charged. And this is how our DNA has been coiled up as chromosomes. Next question, which strait divides Europe from Africa? This is a very common question in almost every state exam. So whenever we say about strait, if this is Europe, this is Africa, it is divided by which strait? Strait of Gibraltar. So this is the strait While when we say about Atlantic, here this is Atlantic, while this is Mediterranean Sea, these are connected by again state of Gibraltar. Okay, while this is Europe, this is Africa. Next, asteroids are found between the orbits of, where you can find asteroids. What are asteroids? Asteroids are some particles, rock-like particles. They start coming from a particular place between the planets of Mars and Jupiter. And yes, the ultimate aim of the asteroids are to become a planet, but because of their size, lacking some characteristic of planet, they tend to settle down between Mars and Jupiter. Okay, this is the asteroid belt. So this was all for today. I have concluded, try to touch how much question I came. That will be exam specific, that will be important for your exam. Rest, if you have to ask anything regarding the batches, you can ask us in this calling number. And yes, prepare well for the exam. I'll try bringing up one last final class for tomorrow of mixed session like today. Okay, so this is all for today. All the best, student. Prepare well for your exams.